Paul Freed joins us. He's an expert on end-of-life planning. He owns I Made the Arrangements, a website that helps people plan their own funerals. He even has a service that will allow you to send emails to your loved one years after they're gone. Paul, thank you so much for your time today.
Oh, listen, thanks for having me.
You're putting the fun back in funeral.
We kick that around as a tagline. The goal is to try to lighten up this pretty heavy topic. And some thought put the fun back in funerals was too light. But listen, this is this is serious stuff. And I was just listening to one of your sponsors, and they were talking about delaying your IRS problem, right? And thinking about that, and look, making end-of-life plans, right? This is problematic. Now, by not making plans ahead of time, what we're doing is we're leaving chaos behind. There's no doubt about it. The fact that 24% of Americans have a will, right? And this is a recent poll as of 2025. You think about that, and the reality is there is a plan in place for everyone, right? That plan is written by the state. So if you're not going to take control of this and you're not going to document your wishes, the state's going to step in, and trust me, the state doesn't care who gets your home. So by planning ahead, this is not morbid. This is an act of love. What you're going to do is you're going to leave behind peace of mind. Think about the chaos, even just with a funeral plan itself.
Yeah.
Do they want to be buried? Do they want to be cremated? Right? What do they want done with their ashes? What kind of box do they want to be put in? Who do they want to read? What readings would they like? Pallbearers, things like this.
Weekend at Bernie's for me.
Over the course of the last couple of years, I've met with a lot of people, talked with a lot of people. One story that really kind of struck me was, a woman who lost her mom, and her sister got together, and look, because we don't talk about this, right, and we are this death-denying culture. Death always comes as a surprise, right? It's so this woman, she lost her mom, and her and her sister got together and they had her cremated because that's what they believed she wanted. 3 months later, they're in there kind of clearing out the house, and they found a legal pad with all of her mother's funeral wishes, right? Where she wanted to be buried, the casket she wanted. So now, these poor women have to live with that. But the thing is this: the mom went to she put everything down on paper, but still couldn't bring herself to talk about this, right?
Yeah. This is something I went through with my dad too. I made him sit down with me, and we had a yellow pad, and I had step by step, call this person, do this, here's the account number, blah blah blah. And went all the way through. The one thing he couldn't do was prepay the funeral. He didn't have the money, so that was a bill that I had to anticipate.
Sure.
But Paul, let me ask you, this is Paul Freed. He owns I Made the Arrangements. We're really up against the wall on time. How do people get in touch with you, and what's the website?
The website is imadethearrangements.com.
Okay.
There's a lot of great information in there. If you have any questions, you can email me through the site. But listen, there's I recommend everybody go take a look.
All right.
Okay.
Paul Freed, thank you so much for coming on. We sure appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.